Welcome to Ed Barbour Field for Game 1 of this doubleheader between the Trojans from NIACC and the Iowa Central Tritons. Starting lineups for today for the NIACC Trojans. Batting first, number 9, second baseman, Shane Kelleher. Batting second, center fielder, number 4, Joey Werner. Batting third, first baseman, number 22, Cameron Ahrens. Batting cleanup, designated hitter, number 5, Bryce Ball. Batting fifth, third baseman, number 28, Kyle Pike. Batting sixth, left fielder, number 1, Fox Liam. Batting seventh, the catcher, Ben Kamenowski. Batting eighth, right fielder, number 38, Nate Vancan. And batting ninth, shortstop, number 12, Jacob Hanson. And starting pitcher for the Trojans is number 31, Tyler Leon. Now for the Iowa Central Tritons, leading off is number 24, second baseman, Andres Ortiz. Batting second, shortstop, number 27, Rodney Rodriguez. Batting third, first baseman, number 28, Devon Porter. Batting cleanup, center fielder, number 4, Albert Mora. Batting fifth, third baseman, number 7, Nolan Monty. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 8, Dylan Gasner. Batting seventh, designated hitter, number 2, Tim Neff. Batting eighth, left fielder, number 26, Noah Grimes. And batting ninth, number 0, right fielder, Colin Weiss. Starting pitcher for the Tritons today is number 45, Jacob Moeller. Tritons are coached by Justin Meyer, and the Trojans are coached by Travis Hergert. Just about ready to go here in Fort Dodge. We'll be right back after a short break here on the Triton Nation Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we'd like you to rise and honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
With the national anthem complete, we're just about ready to get underway here at Ed Barbour Field. The visiting NIACC Trojans on the year have recorded 20 wins, 17 losses, and have one tie due to a game where they ran out of daylight to complete the game. Meanwhile, Iowa Central comes into today's action with a record of 20-19. So again, the starting pitcher for the Tritons is number 45, Jacob Moeller. This is going to be his 8th start on the year. Coming into the game, he has 4 wins and 3 losses in his 7 starts so far. Again, today is start number 8 for him. Coming up to the plate now for the Trojans is number 9, Shane Kelleher. First pitch to Kelleher is a ball outside, and we are underway here at Ed Barbour Field. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Moeller. That one's high. That's ball 2. Kelleher on the year is batting .274, has 2 home runs and 15 RBIs in 19 games started for the Trojans. 2-0 pitch is low. That's a 3-0 count now. Moeller with the 3-0 pitch is high, ball 4. 4-pitch walk to start the game here at Ed Barbour Field. Now with a runner on first. Coming up to the plate now for the Trojans is number 4, Joey Werner. Werner on the year has a batting average of .363 with 1 home run and 16 RBIs in 32 games for the Trojans. First pitch to him is a called strike 1. Count is 0-1 to Joey Werner. Moeller with the 0-1 pitch. It's a called ball. Count is now 1-1. Moeller checks on Kelleher over at first. Count is still 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss from Werner. Count is now 1-2. Moeller with the 1-2 pitch. Inside. Count is now 2-2 to Joey Werner. just underway here at Barbour Field. Warner, second batter of the game. We have Kelleher on first. No outs here in the top of the first. Jacob Moeller checking on the before mentioned Kelleher over at first base. And the 2-2 pitch is outside. Count is full now at 3-2. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Runner goes. Okay. So that's another walk. So now the runners are on first and second with no outs. Batting now for the Trojans is number 22, Cameron Ahrens. In 31 games for the Trojans this year, Ahrens is batting .358 with 7 home runs and 33 RBIs, looking to add a couple to the total here. First pitch to Ahrens is high, ball 1. Moeller with the 1-0 pitch is out. Is a called strike. Count is now 1-1. Two walks to the first two batters of the game has led to runners on first and second with no outs here in the top of the first. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Inside. Count is now 2-1. Comes the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss from Ahrens. Count is now 2-2. Cameron Ahrens looking for a chance to give the Trojans an early lead here with runners on first and second. No outs here in the top of the first. Here comes Moeller with the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for the first out of the inning. So now that's Cameron Ahrens struck out. Coming up to the plate now for the Trojans is number 5, Bryce Ball, the designated hitter. In 36 games played for the Trojans this year, Bryce Ball has a batting average of .279, has 11 home runs and 29 RBIs. First pitch is inside. Runner goes over to third, and he's safe. So stolen base for Shane Kelleher. Meanwhile, Joey Warner advances to second, so now we have runners on second and third with 1 out here in the top of the first. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Moeller. Called strike 1. Count is now 1 ball and 1 strike to Bryce Ball. Here's Moeller with the 1-1 pitch. That one is driven into center field. Still going. Is caught by Mora out in center. And that's going to bring in a run. Kelleher scores for the first run of the game. Score is now 1-0 in favor of NIACC. Runner on third and 2 outs as number 28, Kyle Pike, comes to the plate now for the Trojans. First pitch to Pike is a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Kyle Pike is averaging 225 on the year so far, has 2 home runs and 13 RBIs for the Trojans. 0-1 pitch is fouled off towards the Iowa Central dugout. That is strike 2 for Kyle Pike. Oh-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. Kyle Pike strikes out to end the inning, but not before NIACC gets a run on the board here in the top of the first. As we head to the bottom of the first, score is 1-0 in favor of the Trojans. We'll be right back here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Ed Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge. Just about ready to get the bottom of the first underway. Pitching for the NIACC Trojans is number 31, Tyler Leon. This is his 7th start of the year. In his 6 starts prior, Tyler Leon has recorded 3 wins and 2 losses and 1 no decision. Batting first for the Tritons is number 24, Andres Ortiz. In 39 games for the Tritons this year,
24, second baseman,
Andres Ortiz is averaging .331 with 2 home runs and 24 RBIs. First pitch to Ortiz is inside, ball 1. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss for Ortiz. Strike 1. Count is now 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Leon. That one is driven into left field, and that is caught for out number 1. That was Fox Liam who made the catch out in left field for the Trojans. Ortiz flies out to left to start the inning, and coming up to the plate now is number 27, Rodney Rodriguez.
The shortstop, Rodney Rodriguez.
.37 games for the Tritons this year. Rodney Rodriguez is averaging .288 with 2 home runs and 11 RBIs. First pitch to him is a called strike. Count is now 0-1. .01 pitch from Leon is high. Count is now 1-1. 1-1 pitch from Leon is tipped. Count is now 1-2. Rodriguez just barely tipped that ball and ended up right in the catcher's glove. So it's a foul ball, not an out. Count is now 1-2 for Rodney Rodriguez. 1-2 pitch from Leon. Swing and a miss. Rodriguez strikes out for out number 2.
Number 28, first baseman, Devon Porter.
Coming out to the plate now for the Tritons is number 28, Devon Porter. First pitch to Porter is a call to strike 1. On the year, Devon Porter is leading the team in batting average with a .362 average, 9 home runs, and 32 RBIs. Check swing on that pitch. Threw it over to the first base umpire. He called it a strike. Count is now 0-2 to Devon Porter. 0-2 pitch is outside. That's ball 1. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That's low. Count is now 2-2. Two-two pitch. And Porter strikes out to end the inning for the Tritons. At the end of the first inning, NIACC is leading 1-0 as we head to the top of the second. We'll be right back here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Ed Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge as we're about ready to start the top of the second inning. NIACC has a 1-0 lead over the Tritons here. They look to add on to their lead here. Leading off here in the top of the second is number 1, Fox Liam. First pitch to Liam is inside, ball 1. So far on the year, Fox Liam is hitting .333 for the Trojans with 6 home runs and 27 RBIs. 1-0 pitch from Moeller is outside, ball 2. .2-0 pitch. It's a called strike 1. Count is now 2-1. Nice sunny day here in Fort Dodge. A little bit of a breeze blowing straight in from center field here at Ed Barbour Field. As the 2-1 pitch from Moeller is high. Count is now 3-1. 3-1 pitch from Moeller is a called strike 2. Count is now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 3-2 pitch from Moeller. Swing and a miss as Fox Liam strikes out to lead off the top of the second for the Trojans.
Number 6, catcher Ben Kamenowski.
Batting now for the Trojans is number 6, Ben Kamenowski. So far in the year for Kamenowski, he is batting .303 for the Trojans with 5 home runs and 29 RBIs. First pitch to him is inside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch is high, ball 2. Here's Moeller with the 2-0 pitch. Called strike 1. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike to Ben Kamenowski. Two-one pitch is popped up into right field. And it is Mora who comes over to make the catch for out number 1. For out 2. I'm sorry about that. 2 outs here in the top of the second.
Number 38, right fielder,
Coming up to the plate now for the Trojans is number 38, Nate Van Can. First pitch to Van Can as he lays down a bunt down the third baseline. Monty fields it, and the throw is not in time. It's a bunt single for Nate Van Can, and he is now on first with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Good effort by Monty to try and make the play, just was a step too late.
Number 12, shortstop, Jake Hanson.
Now with man on first and 2 outs, coming up to the plate now for the Trojans is the shortstop, number 12, Jacob Hanson. First pitch to Hanson is a strike. Throw over to second, and he's out. Van Can is caught trying to steal second to end the inning. So we head to the bottom of the second. NIACC still holds a 1-0 lead over the Tritons. Tritons looking to answer here. We will be right back here in the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Ed Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge. So we start the bottom of the second inning. Batting for the Tritons is number 4, Albert Mora. First pitch to Mora is a called strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch is inside for ball 1. So far on the year, Albert Mora is a .260 batting average for the Tritons. The 1-1 pitch is outside. Count is now 2-1. Along with the .260 batting average for Albert Mora, he has hit 4 home runs and has 16 RBIs on the year so far. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Mora. That one is hit into down the line left, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Mora gunning for second, and he's going to get in standing up. So a little bit of a blooper hit out down the left field line, drops, and Albert Mora is on with a leadoff double here in the bottom of the second inning.
Number 7, third baseman, Nolan Monty.
Right now batting for the Tritons is the third baseman, number 7, Nolan Monty. First pitch to Monty is a called strike 1 as Monty was looking for a bunt. The count is now 0-1. So far on the year, Nolan Monty has a .264 batting average for the Tritons, along with 6 home runs and 24 RBIs. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Tyler Leon. That pitch is a called ball. So we have a little bit of a disagreement coming from the NIACC dugout. The count is still 1 ball and 1 strike here to Nolan Monty. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Monty. Tried to lay down a bunt, but it rolls foul. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes for Monty, with Mora on second and no outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Tritons are down 1-0, looking to possibly tie it up or take the lead with Monty at the plate. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And Monty strikes out looking. That is now the first out here in the bottom of the second inning. Coming up to the plate now for the Tritons is the catcher, number 8, Dylan Gasner. Tyler Leon checking on Mora over at second. And the first pitch to Gasner is grounded down the left field line, foul. Strike 1 for Dylan Gasner. So far on the year for Dylan Gasner, he has a .237 average, along with 2 home runs and 16 RBIs for the Tritons. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That one is grounded over to the pitcher, and that's going to be out number 2. Meanwhile, Albert Mora advances over to third base, and looking to drive him in is the designated hitter, number 2, Tim Neff. so far in the year. Tim Neff is a 167 average. Doesn't have a home run so far in the year. Has 4 RBIs in 18 games for the Tritons. First pitch to him is a called ball 1. Count is now 1-0. With Mora on third, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Tritons down 1-0 to the NIACC Trojans. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Tyler Leon. That was a ball. Count is now 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. That's called strike 1. Neff looking for any kind of base hit to tie the game here. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That one is outside for ball 3. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And that's a called strike 2. Neff thought that was a ball and was already on his way to first, thinking that he had earned a walk. Count is now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Tim Neff. Breeze picking up, blowing straight in from center as the 3-2 pitch hits Tim Neff, and Neff will advance to first.
Number 26, left fielder Noah Grimes.
So now with runners on first and third and 2 outs, coming up to the plate now for the Tritons is left fielder number 26, Noah Grimes. First pitch to Grimes. Lays down a bunt. Over to first. It gets by the first baseman. Here comes Neff rounding third, going for home. And he's going to be in safely. 2 runs have scored for the Tritons after a nice bunt laid down by Noah Grimes. Turns into a disaster out in the field for the Trojans. Tritons now take the lead 2-1. Grimes was able to advance all the way over to third base on the play. And now coming up to the plate, looking to add to the 2-1 lead, is number 0, Colin Weiss. So after a nice little bunt laid down by Grimes and some really poor fielding by the Trojans, it is now 2-1 in favor of the Tritons. First pitch to Weiss is driven into left field, and that is caught for out number 3. End of 2 here at Barbour Field. The big inning for the Tritons gives them a 2-1 lead as we head to the top of the third. We'll be right back here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Ed Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge. Just about ready to start the top of the third inning. Coming up to the plate now for the Trojans is number 12, Jacob Hanson. Hanson's still currently the batter after Nate Van Can was thrown out at second base to end the last inning. First pitch to Jacob Hanson is a ball. Count is now 1-0. 1-0 pitch from Moeller. A little bit of a check swing from Hanson there. Count is now 1-1 strike. Moeller with the 1-1 pitch. Is a called strike 2. Tritons lead 2-1 here in the top of the third after 2 runs scored on a little bit of a miscue out in the field for the Trojans as they look to make up for that mistake here. 1-2 pitch was outside. Count is now 2 strikes to Jacob Hanson. Two pitch from Moeller is high. Count is now full at 3-2. Three-two pitch is driven down the right field line, foul. Count is still 3-2 to Jacob Hanson here in the top of the third. Another 3-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Jacob Hanson strikes out to lead off the top of the third for the Trojans. We now come back to the top of the order. Now batting for the Trojans, the second baseman, Shane Kelleher. Kelleher walked on his first plate appearance in the first inning. First pitch to Kelleher is popped up into center. Mora looking to make the play, and he's got it. I think the wind blew that one a little bit further in than Mora was expecting, but he was able to run it down to make the catch for out number 2. Now batting for the Trojans is number 4, Joey Werner. Werner also walked in his first plate appearance. First pitch to Werner is low. Count is 1-0. Werner looked like he was ready to lay down a bunt, but backed off. See if he tries it again. One 1-0 pitch is high. Count is now 2-0. Werner was again looking to lay down a bunt. See if he keeps that up on the next pitch. 2-0 pitch from Moeller is driven into center field for a base hit. That was just past the outstretched glove of Moeller. And now with Werner getting a single out in the center, coming up to the plate now for the Trojans is first baseman Cameron Ahrens. Ahrens struck out in his first plate appearance. Werner on first, 2 outs for the Trojans here in the top of the third, as Moeller prepares to face Cameron Ahrens. First pitch from Moeller is a called strike 1. Moeller checking on Warner over at first. Warner just barely got back in time. He's still safe. Count is still no balls and 1 strike to Cameron Aarons at the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Moeller. That one is grounded over towards short, and it gets the force out at second. Through top of the 3rd inning here at Ed Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge, Tritons are coming out to the plate looking to add to their 2-1 lead over the Trojans. We'll be right back here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Ed Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge. Just about ready to start the bottom of the 3rd inning as we head back to the top of the inning for the Tritons. And it is Andres Ortiz up to bat. First pitch to Ortiz is grounded foul over towards the Iowa Central dugout. That is strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Ortiz. That one is grounded into left field for a base hit. That was just past the outstretched glove of Pike over at 3rd. That's a leadoff single for Andres Ortiz. Now coming up to the plate for the Tritons is number 27, Rodney Rodriguez. He struck out in his first at-bat. First pitch is fouled straight back for strike 1. One pitch from Leon is outside, a ball 1. Rodriguez was looking like he was going to lay down a bunt on that last pitch. Let's see if he tries again here on the 1-1 pitch. Leon checking on Andres Ortiz over at first. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Tyler Leon. Ortiz is going as he lays down the bunt. And Rodriguez is safe at first. So a nice little rolling bunt laid down by Rodriguez earns him an infield single. We have runners on first and second with still no outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Coming up to the plate now for the Tritons is first baseman Devon Porter. Now, Porter struck out in his first at-bat in the first inning. Now has an opportunity to extend the 2-1 lead that the Tritons currently have. First pitch to Porter is a swing and a miss for strike one. And keep an eye on the speedy Andres Ortiz over at second, as he has 23 stolen bases on the year for the Tritons. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Devon Porter. That one is in the dirt. That is ball one. Count is now 1 ball and 1 strike to Devon Porter. Runners on first and second and still no outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Tritons have a good opportunity here to extend their 2-1 lead over the Trojans. 1-1 pitch from Leon is a called strike two. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch is grounded over to second. That might be 2, and it is. So Porter grounds into a double play. That retires Rodriguez and Porter. Ortiz is on third base now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Coming up to the plate now is number 4, Albert Mora. Mora doubled in his first at-bat. First pitch to Mora is way upstairs. That is ball one. One-0 pitch is a called strike one. Count is now 1 ball and 1 strike to Albert Mora. Leon looking to find a way to get out of the inning here with the 1-1 pitch is driven into center, but that's right to the center fielder. That is out number 3. That was Joey Warner who made the catch out in center for out 3. As we are through 3 innings here at Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge. Tritons lead 2-1 as we head to the top of the 4th. We will be right back here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Ed Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge as we're just about ready to start the top of the fourth inning. Batting first for the Trojans in this inning is the designated hitter, Bryce Ball. Bryce Ball in his last plate appearance hit a sac fly, which scored the one run that the Trojans have in this game. First pitch to Ball is a called strike. Count is now no balls and one strike. Oh, 1 pitch is little inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That one is in the dirt. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. Two 1 pitch from Moeller is also inside. Count is now 3 balls and 1 strike. Three 1 pitch is a called strike 2. Count is now full. Three-2 pitch from Moeller. Swing and a miss as Ball strikes out to lead off the top of the fourth.
Third baseman Kyle Pike.
Now up to the plate for the Trojans is the third baseman Kyle Pike. First pitch to Pike is a swing and a miss, strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Moeller. Nice pitch there, got him looking. That's strike 2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Moeller. That one is fouled straight back. Count is still 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Moeller. That's an out. That'll go in the books as a strikeout. But since the ball rolled into the dirt, Gasner had to throw it over the first to retire Kyle Pike. That's back-to-back strikeouts now for Jacob Moeller, with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Coming up to the plate now for the Trojans is number 1, Fox Liam. First pitch to Liam is grounded over to second. Ortiz will make the routine play for out number 3. Nice quick 1-2-3 inning for Moeller this time around as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning here in Fort Dodge. Tritons still lead 2-1. We will be right back here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Ed Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge. So we head into the bottom of the fourth inning.
Third baseman Nolan Monty.
Leading off for the Tritons is third baseman Nolan Monty. First pitch to Monty is fouled off towards the Iowa Central dugout. Count is now no balls and 1 strike to Monty. Oh, 1 pitch from Leon. Swing and a miss from Nolan Monty. That is strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Leon. That one is outside. That is ball 1. Count is now 1-2 to Monty. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for Monty. Monty strikes out to lead off this inning. Coming up to the plate now for the Tritons is the catcher, Dylan Gasner. First pitch to Gasner is a ball. Count is 1-0. 1-0 pitch is grounded down the third base line, foul. That is strike 1 for Gasner. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That is strike 2. One-two pitch is way high. That is ball 2. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes for Dylan Gasner, here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Two-two pitch is tipped foul. Count is still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's Leon with the 2-2 pitch. That one is driven into right field for a base hit. Gasner will hold up at first, and he has a single here in the bottom of the 4th.
Designated hitter Tim Neff.
So now with Dylan Gasner on first, still 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Coming up to the plate now for the Tritons is number 2, Tim Neff. Neff got on base in his first plate appearance after he got hit by a pitch. Here's the first pitch to Neff. That one is low, ball 1. Leon with the 1-0 pitch. That's a called strike 1. Count is now 1 ball and 1 strike here for Tim Neff. So we have 1 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. And that one is low. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Tyler Leon. Swing and a miss from Tim Neff. That is strike 2. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one is outside, ball 3. Count is now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes for Tim Neff. Leon with the 3-2 pitch. That one is low, ball 4. So Tim Neff draws a walk. We have runners at first and second, still 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Coming up to the plate now for the Tritons is left fielder Noah Grimes. In his first at bat, Grimes laid down a bunt which turned into a fiasco out in the field for the Trojans, which led to 2 runs for Iowa Central. First pitch to Grimes is a called strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch from Leon is low. Count is now 1 ball and 1 strike for Noah Grimes. Runners on first and second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th as Iowa Central looks to add to their 2-1 lead over the Trojans. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one is popped up into left field. And that is caught by Liam for the 2nd out.
Right fielder Colin Weiss.
So now coming up to the plate for the Tritons is the right fielder, number 0, Colin Weiss. Runners still on first and second, now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Weiss looking to maybe add to that 2-1 lead right here. First pitch to Weiss is outside, ball 1. One 0 pitch to Weiss. That one is popped up into center. And that is caught for out number 3. That was Werner who ran in to make the play there. And that'll do it for the 4th inning. As we head to the top of the 5th here at Barbour Field, score is still 2-1 in favor of the Tritons. We'll be right back here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Ed Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge. Just about ready to get the top of the 5th inning underway. Leading off for the NIACC Trojans is the catcher, Ben Kamenowski. Kamenowski is 0 for 1 on the day so far.
This isn't the coldest I've ever been down there. We started probably 4 years ago. 27 degrees.
First pitch from Moeller is fouled off. That is strike 1.
Stand up there, it was freaking cold. Right between the center and everything, or the heater on one.
Here's the 0-1 pitch from Moeller. That one is in the dirt for ball 1. Count is now 1 ball and 1 strike to Kamenowski. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That one is outside for ball 2. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That one is a little high and inside for ball 3. Count is now 3 balls and 1 strike for Kamenowski. Here's Moeller with the 3-1 pitch. That is a called strike 2. Count is now full. Kamenowski calls time. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Kamenowski as he leads off the top of the 5th. Looking to try and cut into the 2-1 deficit. Here's the pitch. That one is blooped out into center just over Rodriguez's glove. And that'll get down for a single. So Kamenowski gets a single to lead off the top of the 5th inning for the Trojans. Coming up to the plate now for NIACC is the right fielder, number 38, Nate Vancan. He singled in his first plate appearance. First pitch from Moeller. That one is fouled off out of the ballpark. Next pitch from Moeller is ball 1. Kamenowski's advanced over to second. So now with a runner on second and no outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Moeller. That one is in the dirt. That is ball 2. Right, as Gasner goes up to the mound to talk to Moeller. Quick little game recap in case you're just tuning in. NIACC, due to a couple of leadoff walks and a sac fly from Bryce Ball, got a run in the top of the 1st. While in the 2nd inning, after getting a couple men on base, Noah Grimes got a nice little bunt, which turned into a fiasco out in the field, which scored 2 runs for the Tritons. And that's gotten to the point we are now with the score at 2-1 here in the top of the 5th. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that is a strike. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike as Vancan was looking to lay down a bunt. Here's a 2-1 pitch from Moeller. That one is fouled off out of play. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes for Van Can. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Moeller. That one is grounded over to first, fielded by Porter, and he will record the first out. All right, so Van Can grounds out to first for out number 1. Now to the plate for the Trojans is the shortstop, Jacob Hanson. Kamenowski is on third with 1 out. Tying run is on third as Moeller prepares for the first pitch, and Iowa Central is looking for a bunt here. First pitch is inside, ball 1. As the whole infield for the Tritons is in, as they are expecting Hanson to lay down a bunt. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one gets away from Gasner, and the run will score. Kamenowski scores to tie the game. It is now 2-2. Count is now 2 balls and no strikes to Hanson. As Kamenowski just scored, it is now 2-2 with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Moeller. Lays down a bunt. Moeller fields it, throws it to first, and he's safe. So Hanson gets a bunt single, and now Justin Myers is going to come out for a mound visit. Runner on first, still 1 out, as NIACC has tied the game 2-2. Jacob Moeller will remain in the game for the time being. Meanwhile, we head back to the top of the order for the Trojans. Coming up now is second baseman Shane Kelleher. Runner on first and 1 out here in the top of the 5th, as NIACC now looks to take the lead. First pitch from Moeller. That one is in the dirt for ball 1, as Kelleher was again looking to lay down a bunt. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Runner goes, but that one is grounded foul. Count is now 1 ball and 1 strike. And the runner will remain at first after the foul ball. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one is inside for ball 2. Count is now 2-1. 2-1 pitch is fouled off out of play. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hanson was going for second on that pitch, but with the ball being fouled off, he has to return to first. Count is still 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's 1 out in the top of the 5th. NIACC has already scored 1 run in this inning to tie the game at 2-2, looking for more here. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Kelleher streaks out. 2 outs now. Coming up to the plate is center fielder Joey Werner. Mora was checking on Hanson over at first, but Hanson got back in time. First pitch from Moeller is high. That is ball 1. One 0 count to Joey Werner here in the top of the 5th as he bats with 2 outs and has a runner on first base. 1-0 pitch from Moeller is a called strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Joey Werner. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Jacob Moeller. Instead, checks on Hanson over at first once again. He gets back in time. One pitch is driven into center. Mora going back for it, and it drops. That's a base hit, as here comes Hanson rounding third, and he will score. Trojans take the lead 3-2 after Werner skies one into center field, and it gets by Albert Moore out in center. Now coming up to the plate with 2 outs and Werner on second is the first baseman Cameron Ahrens. First pitch to Ahrens is a swing and a miss, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Jacob Moeller. That one is tipped foul by Cameron Ahrens. That is strike 2. 0-2 pitch from Moeller. That one is in the dirt. Warner will advance to third as the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. And we have 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. The Trojans have already scored 2 runs in this inning to take the lead 3-2 over the Tritons, and now they have a runner on third looking to extend that lead. 1-2 pitch from Moeller. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Aarons strikes out to retire the side, but not before the Trojans score 2 runs to take the lead 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. We will be right back here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Ed Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge. Just about ready to start the bottom of the 5th inning.
Second baseman, Ortiz.
Tritons are now in a 3-2 deficit after 2 runs in the top of the 5th by the Trojans. Batting now for the Tritons is number 24, Andres Ortiz. First pitch to him is outside. That is ball 1. Second pitch is driven into left center, and that is caught for out number 1. That was Joey Warner who made the play out in center for the Trojans. Coming up to the plate now for the Tritons is the shortstop, number 27, Rodney Rodriguez. In his last at bat, Rodriguez got a single. His first pitch to him is low for ball 1. One 0 pitch from that one is fouled out of play. Count is now 1 ball and 1 strike to Rodney Rodriguez. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Leon. That one is low for ball 2. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one is also fouled back. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Rodney Rodriguez. Tyler Leon now pitching with a 3-2 lead for the Trojans as he throws the 2-2 pitch. Rodriguez strikes out for out number 2.
First baseman, Devon Porter.
Now coming up to the plate for the Tritons is the first baseman, Devon Porter. Porter grounded himself into a double play in his last at bat. Now comes up in the bottom of the fifth with 2 outs. First pitch is outside for ball 1. One 0 pitch is another ball. Count is now 2 balls and no strikes to Devon Porter. 2-0 pitch is grounded over to second, and he is safe. After a bit of a collision over at first between Leon and Porter, Porter will record a single. So now with Porter on first, still 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Coming up to the plate now for the Tritons is center fielder Albert Mora. We have her coming out to have a quick little discussion with the umpire, just confirming the call. Looks like Leon is okay after that collision over at first base with Porter, and will continue pitching to Albert Mora. First pitch to Albert Mora is grounded foul over towards the Iowa Central dugout. Count is 0-1 to Albert Mora. Comes the next pitch. That one is in the dirt. And Porter will be safe at second. Pitch was a ball, so the count is now 1-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth as Porter advances safely to second base. One pitch to Morra is grounded foul down the third base line. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kamenowski goes up to the mound to have a quick chat with his pitcher, Tyler Leon. Albert Mora with an opportunity to tie the game here with with Porter on second base. 1-2 pitch is grounded over to second, and he is out at first base, and that will retire the side. Through 5 here at Ed Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge, Trojans have a 3-2 lead as they come up to the plate looking to extend that lead. We will be right back here on the Triton Nation Network.
No, I didn't go to bed until like 12.
Designated hitter, Bryce Ball.
Welcome back to Ed Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge. Just about ready to start the top of the 6th inning. Leading off in this inning for the Trojans is number 5, Bryce Ball, the designated hitter. First pitch is a called strike 1 to Bryce Ball. Ball struck out in his last at-bat and scored a run with a sac fly in his first at-bat back in the first inning. 0-1 pitch is inside. Count is now 1 ball and 1 strike. Jacob Moeller still in the ball game for the Tritons here in the 6th. Here's the 1-1 pitch from him, and that is inside for ball 2. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike to Bryce Ball. The 2-1 pitch is just a bit outside for ball 3. Count is now 3 balls and 1 strike. Moeller with a 3-1 pitch. That one is chopped foul over towards the NIACC dugout. Count is now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. That one is driven foul out of play. Count is still 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Bryce Ball as he leads off the top of the 6th for the Trojans. Trojans have a 3-2 lead currently in the game. Comes another 3-2 pitch. That one is outside for ball 4. So Bryce Ball draws a walk to lead off the top of the 6th for the Trojans. Pinch hitter has come into the game for the Trojans. Pinch hitter for the Trojans is number 21, Ezequiel Encarnacion.
Batting for Pike, number 21, Ezequiel Encarnacion.
First pitch is a called strike 1 to Encarnacion. In 21 games for the Trojans so far this year, Encarnacion has a .318 batting average, has 2 home runs and 17 RBIs. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Moeller as he checks on ball over at first. The 0-1 pitch is just a little outside for ball 1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Jacob Moeller. Swing and a miss from Encarnacion for strike 2. Bryce Ball still on first for the Trojans with no outs here in the top of the 6th, as the Trojans hold a 3-2 lead over the Tritons. Moeller again checking on Bryce Ball over at first. Ball will get back safely. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That one is popped up. And Moeller will catch that for out number 1.
Left fielder, Fox Liam.
So now with 1 out here in the top of the 6th, coming up to bat for the Trojans, number 1, Fox Liam. Liam is 0 for 2 on the day so far. Looking to get a hit to advance Bryce Ball at first. First pitch to Liam is popped up out of play. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Jacob Moeller. That one is in the dirt. And that is ball 1. Count is now 1 ball and 1 strike for Fox Liam. Bryce Ball still on first for the Trojans with 1 out here in the top of the 6th as the Trojans look to extend their 3-2 lead over the Tritons. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Jacob Moeller. That one is in the dirt for ball 2. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That one is inside for ball 3. Count is now 3 balls and 1 strike to Fox Liam. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And that one is low for ball 4. Fox Liam will draw a walk. And that will put runners on first and second. Still 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Justin Meyer, head coach for the Tritons, coming out from the dugout. This might be it for Jacob Moeller. And it is. So Jacob Moeller is done for this game through 5 1/3 innings. Did pretty good through the 2nd through the 4th innings, but 1 run in the top of the 1st, 2 runs in the top of the 5th. Now with 2 men on here in the 6th, we have a new pitcher coming in for the Tritons. New pitcher for the Iowa Central Tritons is number 19, Rafael Mellow. While he warms up, we will take a quick break here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Ed Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge. As previously mentioned, new pitcher for the Tritons is number 19, Rafael Mellow. It's been mostly relief work for him this year, but he has made a couple starts. In 18 innings of work so far this year in 13 appearances for Rafael Mellow, he has recorded 24 strikeouts and has a 3.5 ERA. He comes in now with runners on first and second and one out in the top of the sixth. First batter that Rafael Mellow will face is the catcher, Ben Kamenowski. First pitch to Kamenowski is a strike. Count is 0-1. 0-1 pitch is driven down the left field line, foul out of play. Count is now 0-2 to Kamenowski. Kamenowski singled his last at bat, looking for another base hit to possibly score another run for the Trojans. 0-2 pitch is high. Count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch is tipped foul. Count is still 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kamenowski. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That one is driven into right field and caught for out number 2. Runners will hold at first and second, so a good out for Mellow there. That was Colin Weiss who made the catch out and right for the Tritons. And now with 2 outs, coming up to the plate now for the Trojans is number 38, Nate Van Can. That one is popped up off to the right. Might be playable, and it is. That's Porter who makes the catch for out number 3. So after 2 men get on, Rafael Mellow comes in for the Tritons and cleans up the mess. No runs for the Trojans that inning. Score is still 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. We will be right back here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Ed Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge. So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. We have a substitution out in the field for the Trojans. Number 21, Ezequias Encarnacion, is now playing third base for the Trojans, replacing Kyle Pike. Tyler Leon is still the pitcher for the Trojans, as he's pitching with a 3-2 lead. Leading off the inning for the Tritons is number 7, Nolan Monty.
Third baseman, Nolan Monty.
First pitch to Monty is popped up into shallow left field. That is caught for out number 1. That was Jacob Hanson who caught the pop-up for the Trojans. Now coming up to the plate for the Tritons is number 8, Dylan Gasner. First pitch to Gasner is a called strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch is a called strike 2. Count is now 0-2 for Dylan Gasner. Oh, 2 pitch is tipped foul as Gasner remains alive here in this at bat. Count is still 0-2.
Mine was a 15, so I didn't notice that until she put the list out.
0-2 pitch is fouled out of play.
Of course, Hank, we all remember Hank died too. Playing that same on his birthday.
Here's Leon with the 0-2 pitch. That one is inside. Count is now 1-2. One-two pitch to Gasner. And he got Gasner looking. So Gasner strikes out for out number 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Coming up to the plate now for the Tritons is number 2, Tim Neff. Gloves don't work on that. First pitch to Neff is high for ball 1. Tim Neff so far on the day has gotten on base both times, but one was a walk and the other was a hit by pitch. So he doesn't have a hit recorded so far today. 1-0 pitch is low for ball 2. Base is empty, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th as Tim Neff looks to get a run going for the Tritons here as they face a 3-2 deficit. 2-0 pitch is outside for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes to Tim Neff. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And that is ball 4. So another 4-pitch walk. It's another walk on for today for Tim Neff. So now with Neff on first base, coming up to the plate now for the Tritons is Noah Grimes. Grimes' first at bat of this game got a single on a bunt attempt, but eventually drew in 2 runs for the Tritons after a couple of errors out in the field for the Trojans. First pitch to Grimes is another bunt laid down to Encarnacion at first, and he is out. Grimes tried the bunt again, but Encarnacion got him at first to retire the side for the Tritons. Through 6 here at Barbour Field, Trojans lead 3-2 as we head to the top of the 7th. We will be right back here on the Triton Nation Network.
Leading off the NIACC 7th, shortstop Jake Hanson.
As we head to the top of the 7th here at Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge, NIACC has a 3-2 lead. Batting first for them in the top of the 7th is number 12, Jacob Hanson. First pitch to him is outside for ball 1. Rafael Mellow is still pitching for the Tritons here in the top of the 7th, looking to hold them scoreless. 1-0 pitch is a called strike 1. Jacob Hanson is 1 for 2 on the day. Those are both against Mora. As that pitch is outside for ball 2. Count is 2-1. Hanson got a single in his last at-bat. That was against Jacob Moeller. This is his first time going up against Rafael Mellow in this game. 2-1 pitch is outside for ball 3. Three-one pitch is high for ball 4. So Jacob Hanson draws a walk to start the top of the 7th inning for the Trojans. Now we head back to the top of the batting order for the Trojans. Coming up to the plate now is second baseman Shane Kelleher. 1 on, nobody out for the Trojans, as they lead 3-2 here in the top of the 7th inning. First pitch is a called strike 1. Mellow checks on Hanson over at first. Count is 0-1 to Shane Kelleher. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's outside for ball 1. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch is fouled off. That is strike 2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Rafael Mellow. Instead checks on Hanson over at first. Hanson will get back safely. Count is still 1 ball and 2 strikes to Shane Kelleher at the plate. 1-2 pitch. That one is grounded over to short. They might have a chance at 2. While they got the out at second, Kelleher is safe at first. So now 1 out, and a runner still at first for the Trojans. Coming up to the plate now is Joey Werner. First pitch to Werner is a called strike 1. Werner has had a big game for the Trojans so far today, as he's reached base safely in all 3 of his at-bats, including a single and a double in his last 2 plate appearances. Oh, 0-1 pitch is high and outside for ball 1. Count is now 1-1 as the breeze blowing straight in from center field is now picking up a little bit. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Rafael Mellow. Instead checks on Kelleher over at first. Mellow checking on Kelleher once again. Comes the 1-1 pitch. That one is high for ball 2. Coach Justin Myers now making a trip out to the mound, talk to Rafael Mellow. Shane Kelleher over at first base for the Trojans does have 5 stolen bases on the year so far, so he is a bit of a threat to steal a base. Now Meyer heads back to the dugout for the Tritons, and we're just about ready to begin play once again. Count is still 2 balls and 1 strike to Joey Werner, with 1 out and a runner on first. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Mellow. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Throw is a little wide, and Kelleher will advance to second base safely. Count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now Kelleher at second base. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That one is grounded over to second base, and Ortiz will make the play to retire Joey Werner. So now with 2 outs, and Kelleher advancing over to third base on the play. Coming up to the plate now for the Trojans is the first baseman, Cameron Ahrens. Ahrens has 2 strikeouts on the afternoon so far, but he has a good opportunity for an RBI right here. First pitch by Mellow is outside for ball 1. One-0 pitch was inside for ball 2. Count is 2-0 to Cameron Ahrens. Runner on third, 2 outs. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one is driven into left. And that one is gone. That one's off the scoreboard in left center for a home run for the Trojans. Score is now 5-2 in favor of the Trojans as Cameron Ahrens hits a home run into left center. That's Cameron Ahrens' 8th home run of the year so far, and looks like that might be it for Rafael Mellow. So that will do it for Rafael Mellow here in this game. After the home run by Cameron Ahrens, score is now 5-2. New pitcher coming in for the Iowa Central Tritons. While he warms up, we will take a quick break here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Ed Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge. New pitcher in for the Iowa Central Tritons. It is number 5, Houston Hawkins. As he comes in here in the top of the 7th after a home run by Cameron Aarons has made the score 5-2 in favor of the Trojans. First batter that Hawkins will face is number 5, designated hitter Bryce Ball.
Designated hitter Bryce Ball.
First pitch from Hawkins is a called strike 1. Count is now 0-1 to Bryce Ball as Hawkins prepares to throw the 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. That is a called strike 2. Count is now 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one is low for ball 1. 1-2 count now for Bryce Ball as he is up to the plate with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one is high and outside for ball 2. 2-2 count now. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Hawkins. That one is flown into left field, and it is caught. That's out number 3. That was Noah Grimes who made the running catch for the 3rd out here in the top of the 7th. Not before the Trojans put 2 more runs on the board, making it 5-2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Tritons coming up right here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Ed Barbour Field here in Fort Dodge as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning.
Right fielder Colin Weiss.
Tritons need 3 runs here in this inning to extend the game. Coming out to the plate now, hoping to start the rally for the Tritons, is number 0, Colin Weiss. First pitch to Weiss is low for ball 1. Tyler Lynn is still in for the Trojans, looking for the complete game here. 1-0 pitch is inside for ball 2. Pitch. It's a strike. Count is now 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That one is grounded over to second. That'll be a easy play for the second baseman. That's out number 1. That was Shane Kelleher who made the play for the Trojans. Now with one out, we head to the top of the order. Coming up to the plate now is second baseman Andres Ortiz. First pitch is grounded over to third, and Ortiz will be thrown out for out number 2. So now the Tritons down to their last out here in the bottom of the 7th. Coming up to the plate now for the Tritons is the shortstop, Rodney Rodriguez. First pitch to Rodriguez is driven into center field, and that will be caught to end the game. So the Trojans win game 1 of this doubleheader 5-2 over the Iowa Central Tritons. We'll have game 2 of this doubleheader coming up in about a half an hour here on the Triton Nation Network. We will see you for game 2.